In Manx folklore, a buggane, or boagane, one was a huge ogre-like creature native to the Isle of Man. Some have considered them akin to the Scandinavian troll. A shapeshifter, the buggane is generally described as a malevolent being that can appear as a large black calf or human with ears or hooves of a horse. It was large enough to tear the roof off a church. Its natural form is described as covered with a mane of coarse, black hair, it had eyes like torches, and glittering sharp tusks. Another tales describes it as a huge man with bull's horns, glowing eyes, and large teeth. 4. As magical creatures, buganes were unable to cross water or stand on hallowed ground. The most famous story recounts a bugane who found himself an inadvertent stowaway on a ship bound for Ireland. Determined to return to the Isle of Man, he caused a storm and guided the ship towards the rocky coast of Contrary Head. His plan was interdicted through the intervention of Saint Trinian. Invoked by the captain with a promise to build a chapel in his honor, the saint guided the ship safely into Peel Harbour. Incensed, the bugane screamed, Saint Trinian should never have a whole church in Ellenvannon. 5. When the chapel came to be built, 3 times the local people put a roof on, and 3 times the bugane tore it off. The buggane New York Hushti lived in a large cave near the sea and was known for having no liking for lazy people. 6. However, it should not be confused with the Cabalushti, the Manx water horse. Buganes were occasionally called upon by the fairies to punish people that had offended them. The bugane of Glenmay would have pitched a lazy housewife into a waterfall for putting off baking until after sunset, had she not cut loose the strings of her apron to escape. 3. The bugane from Goben Ascot was known for tearing the thatch off the haystacks, puffing the smoke down chimneys, and pushing sheep over the edge of the Brugs, a steep bank or grassy cliff. In Manx legend, the Irish giant Fionn Mac Cumhale, Finn Mac Cool, crossed over to Man and settled near Craignesh. The bugane from Barul came to do battle, but Fionn did not want to fight. Fionn's wife, Dunach, disguised Fionn as a baby and tucked him into a cradle. When the bugane saw the size of the baby, he thought that its father, Fionn, must be a giant among giants, and so he left. They eventually met near Kirk Christ Rushen and fought from sunrise to sunset. Fionn had 1 foot in the Big Sound, and so made the channel between the Calf of Man and Kit Erland, and the other foot was in the Little Sound, and so he made the narrow channel between Kit Erland and the main island. The bugane was standing at Port Erin. He came off victorious and slashed Fionn awfully, so that he had to run to Ireland. Fionn could walk on the sea, but the bugane could not, so he tore out a tooth and threw it at Fionn. It hit him on the back of the head, and then it fell into the sea and became what is now called Chicken Rock. Fionn turned round and roared a mighty curse, my 7 swearings of a curse on it. Let it lie there for a vexation to the sons of men while water runs and grass grows. And so it has. 3. The Irish version of the story has Fionn's adversary a giant from Scotland. Bushies, Mount Murray Brewing, of Douglas, Isle of Man brews a light brown English bitter called Bushies Buggane. 8. Stories from the Isle of Man, the Buggane of St. Trinians, featured in Season 6, August 8, 1969, of the BBC children's television series Jackanery. In the Last Apprentice series by Joseph Delaney, a bugane features prominently in the 7th book, The Spook's Nightmare, UK title, / Rise of the Huntress, US title. Bugane is featured in the fantasy novel The Road to Pharaoh City by Morat, in which he is imprisoned for vandalizing churches. In the Pathfinder role-playing game, bugane make an appearance in the Bestiary 4 as a race of blind giants distantly related to ogres. Their appearance is inspired by that of the naked mole rat. In the 2009 Lemon Demon song 8th Wonder, about Gef the Talking Mongoose, on the 2016 album Spirit Phone, bugane are referenced in the lyrics as they both originate on the Isle of Man.